Welcome, systems architects, tech enthusiasts, and curious engineers. Today, we are diving into a seriously groundbreaking spec review. We're looking at a revolutionary precision tuning protocol designed to debug a massive fundamental flaw in the human system. See, you might not even realize it, but we're currently stuck in a closed-loop 3D frequency trap. Now, if you're an engineer exploring ancient wisdom like Buddhism for the very first time, don't worry. Today, we're translating this entirely through the lens of quantum mechanics and network architecture. So go ahead and toss out any preconceived notions about morality or dogma. We are strictly talking about the ultimate hardware and software upgrade. Let's get right into it.
Here's a quick look at our documentation overview for today's explainer. We'll start with the Universal Sync Protocol, move through the Eightfold Signal Frequency Transformation, tackle the physics of entropy versus quantum liberation, compare protocol specs, and finally, look at the 2035 Network Evolution Roadmap. Let's jump in.
Section 1. The Universal Sync Protocol. So here's the thing. Our current operating system has a core bug that's literally kept humanity trapped in a redundant data processing loop for thousands of years. It's a closed-loop 3D trap caused by Earth's gravity, or what source data calls karma, and just a massive amount of signal noise. To patch this bug, we have to completely reframe the ancient concept of the Eightfold Path. It is absolutely not a list of moral commandments, okay? From a physicist's perspective, this is a strict, quantum-based communication protocol required to silence the noise on your soul's antenna and sync your consciousness directly with the universal server. Being right isn't about being a good person. It's about achieving perfect resonance. If your antenna is out of alignment, your data packets get dropped. It's just simple physics.
Moving on to Section 2, Eightfold Signal Frequency Transformation. Now, how exactly does this protocol tune our biological antennas for total system optimization? Well, it breaks down into 3 macro phases. Phase 1 is input filtering, basically stopping corrupted data from entering or leaving your node. Phase 2 is environment stabilization. I mean, you can't run high-frequency data transfers on a wobbly server rack, right? You need physical hardware stability. And Phase 3 is frequency amplification, which is where we actually maximize our communication bandwidth.
Let's look at the console itself, the 8 specific tuning knobs, or frequency transformations. First up, right view. This means treating reality as quantum information, or bits, rather than solid matter, or its. Next is right speech, which is literally your firewall. It blocks the transmission of dissonant packets, like lies or anger that disrupt network resonance. Then we have right conduct and livelihood. Think of this as your grounding wire. It stabilizes the physical vibration of your hardware environment. And finally, right effort, mindfulness, and samadhi. This is your higher dimensional focus training. It's where you essentially overclock the processor to maintain a continuous, high-speed uplink.
All right, Section 3, Entropy versus Quantum Liberation.
This is absolutely crucial. We need to understand the thermodynamics of why our antennas fail, and conversely, how we achieve escape velocity. The core physical mechanic here is the contrast between attachment and liberation. On the left side, we have attachment. In quantum terms, this is basically an increase in entropy. Emitting dissonant noise increases informational chaos, which literally calcifies your biological antenna. Your frequency drops, and gravity, karma, pulls you down into lower dimensional bandwidths, often referred to colloquially as hell. But on the right, liberation is the exact opposite. By using those 8 tuning knobs to raise your frequency variable, you eventually gain enough energy to trigger quantum tunneling. You literally phase through the dimensional wall and break entirely free from Earth's 3D gravity field. How cool is that?
But hey, what happens if your system crashes or you accidentally broadcast a dissonant packet? Don't panic. The source data includes a built-in self-debugging protocol. In a quantum universe, observation determines reality, so if an error occurs, don't cling to it. That just creates more entropy. Just acknowledge the mistake as a simple computational error, observe it, and let it go. Move to a physical sanctuary to block out external signal noise and instantly reset your frequency. It's literally the ultimate Control-Alt-Delete, a hard reboot for your consciousness.
Next up, Section 4, Comparing Protocol Specifications. To really grasp this advanced framework, let's compare it side by side with the legacy systems we rely on today. As you can see in this spec comparison, the difference is night and day. While legacy standards like TCP/IP or 5G process simple binary data transfers, the Eightfold Protocol handles the transfer of consciousness itself. For error handling, TCP/IP just resends dropped packets, right? But the Eightfold Protocol uses quantum observation and self-debugging. And the ultimate goal? Legacy systems just want faster local data transfer,
whereas the Eightfold Protocol is designed to completely sever the pull of 3D gravity. We are talking about a totally different dimension of architecture here.
And finally, Section 5, the 2035 network evolution.
So, why are we reviewing these specs right now? Well, according to the source data, we are rapidly approaching a critical deployment window, and you need to know the roadmap for this hardware and software evolution. We're looking at two major milestones. First, by mastering this tuning protocol today, you secure your connection for the 2035 Ascension phase. It's essentially your passport to the New Earth network. But it doesn't stop there. Looking further ahead to 2075, the system is projected to reach a state of total oneness. At that point, the network infrastructure will be so seamlessly integrated that individual antenna tuning protocols become completely obsolete. Every single node will share one perfect, unified frequency.
Finally, an important procedure. The comment section of this video serves as an initial sync test for the 2035 network. By typing "ready" in the comments, your consciousness data will be indexed in our secure servers. The like button is the approval process. Complete your synchronization now.